Proverbs 5, remember, they're changing my voice. Proverbs 1 was purpose and theme. Proverbs 2, moral benefits and wisdom. Proverbs 3, wisdom bestows well-being. Proverbs 4, get wisdom at any cost. Proverbs 5, warning against adultery. So it's talking about morals and wisdom, okay, and no ill-gotten gains. Then it says adultery. So you're outside the divine order, okay? Your paths are ill-gotten gains. You've elevated all kinds of idol dogs. You kiss their ass. CEOs, you kiss their ass. Celebrities, one or more people, by your actions, you're praising them. You're saying, hey, I'm a craftsman, so I look up to the main craftsman involved. Hey, I'm a Democrat, so I kiss Biden or Bernie Sanders' ass or whatever, okay? Republican, libertarian, whatever culture you're from, you like rock and roll, you're kissing the celebrities' asses. The masters of those evil cultures, okay? That's adultery. Idolatry and adultery are connected. And obviously, literally being an adulteress, cheating on your wife or something, and all your marriages are invalid, mind you, except for my parents, okay, is also adultery. But having sex out of wedlock with outside the divine order is adultery. A marriage symbolizes allegiance to God and a moral relationship, okay? A moral marriage. That's what it's supposed to be. So you can have premarital sex in the divine order if you've committed to that person, okay? Or if you're me, you're blameless no matter what, okay? And they're running sops on you and so on and so forth, okay? And you say, hey, these females are acting like whores. I'm gonna treat them like a whore, okay? A concubine for the king, like King Solomon or something. That is okay enough. It's not the best practice or something, but it's okay enough. Because why the hell, why on God's green earth, as they say, should I be cheated out of making love to an attractive woman? Because fucking a bunch of dumb bitches like, he can't afford to get married, okay? Bitch, shut the fuck up. I am the marriage. Marshall is marital scrambled. I'm the bridegroom. How dare you for one moment even consider rejecting me? Anyone even thought about it is going to suffer to the fucking extreme forever. Like, I got to explain this. Okay? Consider yourself warned again. Proverbs 5. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Turn your ear to my words of insight, that you may maintain discretion and your lips may preserve knowledge. For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. Later in Proverbs, I've gone over this recently in my videos, it talks about restraining an evil woman, an unruly woman, is like grasping oil in the hands. They do this kind of connection, right? For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech, her action-based speech, is smoother than oil. To restrain her actions, it's like grasping oil in the hand or restraining the wind, right? She's hell-bent on being a dumb bitch. What makes an adulterous woman, an unruly woman? Someone who's in rebellion. Unruly, in rebellion, rejects the moral rule, Proverbs 16:12. Okay? Kings detest the wrongdoing. True kings, not these other people you see on this planet. True kings, me. Kings detest wrongdoing, for a throne is established through righteousness. New Living Translation, justice. Proverbs 16:10. God's verdict, the divine verdict, is on the mouth of the king. So it's saying, no, this isn't just a guy who happens to be king who, good job, you established it with justice, but you're supposed to obey me because God's verdict is on my mouth, is in my actions. Okay? But in the end, she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword. Interpretation of Jesus, okay, with the sharp double-edged sword of Scripture coming out of his mouth in Revelation 19, is very much about people who have fake love and are in rebellion. So as they had fake love and rebellion, and they have a double-edged sword that also cuts them as well. So they're like, take that, we're in rebellion, but it's cutting them. Now who's it cutting more? So as we're clashing, right, they're getting trampled out because they're going against God. They didn't make God their refuge. They made the rich and their bitch-ass families and cultures. Pretty straightforward. 5, her feet go down to death, her steps straight to the grave. She gives no thought to the way of life. Her path wanders aimlessly, but she does not know it. Going back to Proverbs 4. Remember it says, do not set foot on the path of the wicked or walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it. It's saying, watch how you're living your lives, you theater art cowards, you corporate state lemming puppet sheep punks. Okay? Her feet go down to death, her steps straight to the grave. Why? Because she's on the path of wickedness, and cheating me out of my right to lead is first and foremost. That's the core sin. That's the main sin. People who say all sins are equal are fucking dumbasses. If you steal a fucking loaf of bread from the supermarket, is it equal to fucking raping and killing 100 people? No, you fucking cowards. Anyway. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Do not turn aside from what I say. Keep to a path far from her. Do not go near the door of her house, lest you lose your honor to others and your dignity to one who is cruel. Lest strangers feast on your wealth and your toil enrich the house of another. At the end of your life you will groan. When your flesh and body are spent, you will say, how I hated discipline, how my heart spurned correction, how I hated to elevate this guy above everybody else, how I resented his correction. No, we don't want you to be seen as above us. It's some bitch, fucking beta, spoiled, rich, European royal family. Oh, no. Oh, bugger. I want to be seen as above him. Right? It's some bitch. Fuck no. Is it wrong? It's fucking the essence of bitch. Like, I have to explain this. But what about our human-made cultures in our countries? Fuck your countries. Fuck your human-made cultures, you fucking idiots. Mere human rules, customs, and traditions mean nothing. Okay? How you will groan when your flesh and your body are spent. You will say, how I hated discipline, how my heart spurned correction. I would not obey my teachers or turn my heart to my instructors. And I was soon in serious trouble in the assembly of God's people. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. Should your springs overflow in the streets, your streams of water in the public squares? Is a question. Should your springs overflow in the streets, your streams of water in the public squares? Okay? So people are supposed to choose God and only choose that which is of God. The divine order is the command, the chain of commands, and the chain of commands, and commandments are connected. Okay? Come, man, D. Right? Have a dick and a pair of swinging as the true king, okay? Not as some bitch-ass motherfucker. My race is what I fight for, even though the Bible that I claim to believe says the flesh means nothing, right? It's fucking retarded. That's called being stupid, not being brave. Okay. Again, the living water of God, right? Should it be with the righteous, or should you just give it to any dickhead in the public square? They should obey God and prove their discipline. And then in a timely fashion, they'll receive mental clarity and the things they need to know that they did the right thing times infinity. Let them be yours alone, never to be shared with strangers. Obviously, others did not earn anything, and their offspring are cut off from heaven after I die. May your fountain be blessed, and may you rejoice in the wife of your youth. Now, there's a lot of dumb bitches out there say, just because they used adultery, to refer to, they use that word to talk about cheating on God with other, with false idols and so on and so forth, okay, with other ideas. Idols, ideas, ideal, okay? Doesn't mean that women should be, dating you. Bitch, shut the fuck up, first of all. Second of all, Proverbs 4:19. A loving doe, a graceful deer, may her breast satisfy you also. May you be intoxicated with her love. For the king, okay, Psalm 45, the king will desire your beauty. Is she supposed to be beautiful inside and out? What the fuck do you think? What the fuck do you think? Okay? What the fuck do you think? Why, my son, be intoxicated with another man's wife? Why embrace the bosom of a wayward woman? Okay? Am I supposed to be drawn by her beauty, physical, and where it overlaps with her willingness to submit to God through me? Yes. Is she supposed to submit? What the fuck do you fucking sluts and bitch-ass punks that raised them think? Yes. You're all supposed to submit, you dumb fucks. What the fuck? For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and he examines all your paths. The evil deeds of the wicked ensnare them. The cords of their sin hold them fast. So what just happened there? They're like, we're wearing the rags of evil deeds. I said, I came like a thief in the night, and I fucking exposed your bitch. Like we were being bitches, just like our forefathers. And I said, no, they were wrong. Okay, their forefathers were American Yankee scum that owned slaves and practiced rape, bite, and deception in the Masonic tradition and other bitch-ass apron-wearing puss traditions like that. Okay? The evil deeds of you and your family has ensnared you. The cords of your sin hold you fast. Like, I'm not going to do it this way! I'm not going to... White power! LGBT power! You bitch-ass motherfuckers! For lack of discipline, you will spiritually die, led astray by your own great folly. For lack of discipline, they will die spiritually. led astray by their own great fall. Now, if you think it's annoying when I make those voices, imagine your communications as a planet every day. You communicate like a little bitch crying. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. No. My church said. My racist church, my liberal church, my conservative church, my libertarian church. Wah. You bitch-ass motherfuckers. You punks.